Lawyer Mark Silverthorn, author of The Wolf at the Door, talks about what lengths a collection agency will go to in order to get your money.
So what kinds of threats would someone like this use on a creditor?
Well, in my book, Wolf at the Door, I give this one example where a collector had phoned up a woman and indicated that he was sending the sheriff around to their house at around 5 o'clock, and that she was to put all of her the television on all the electronics products and their DVD and their stereo, put it out in the front yard, so when the sheriff came by at 5 o'clock, that the sheriff would come and take it. Well, they'd never sued the person.
Right.
They had no right to do this. And so the husband comes home at 5 o'clock and he sees all this out in the front yard.
How embarrassing.
Well, sure.
That's got to be just... And so what could she do to react to that kind of an action? That's unbelievable.
Right. Well, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, you can file a complaint with the Ontario Registrar of Collection Agencies.
Right.
You can make a complaint to the creditor on whose behalf the debt is being made. And in some cases, it may be worthwhile to make a complaint to senior management at the collection agency. And in certain circumstances, you might even want to hire a lawyer and sue the collection agency. In my book, Wolf at the Door, I talk about one consumer that sued a collection agency and was awarded $440,000 in damages against the collection agency and the collector.
Now, how would you find out who the collection agency is? Because when they're calling you, they may say they're calling on behalf of a financial institution, and many of us might think that they actually work for that financial institution, when in fact they don't.
I think it's a really good idea, if you do get a call from a collection agency, to ask the person their name,
right,
and ask them the name of their employer.
And if they say they don't want to do that,
well, I'd hang up.
Okay.
I think one of the things that people need to realize is that you're under no obligation to speak to anybody who calls you. So if you get a call from your original creditor, or if you get a call from a collection agency, you don't have to talk to them. And I wouldn't encourage you to be rude to them.
Right.
But I'd just say, I'm sorry you're calling during dinner, and this isn't a convenient time, and hang up.
Stop collection calls today with one simple letter.